Greetings, ghouls and ghosts, and welcome back to Gothictech. My name is Raven, and welcome back to NIGHTSHADE, where I talk about technology, games, music, movies, and whatever tickle my fancy. So, hello. We, as always, kick it up with AMD and AMD shenanigans. Apparently, AMD is full of shit right now because they are 52% up stock. Yeah, they are finally making some money. They are making money again. And with that, a few days ago, they announced that Polaris will be a mainstream GPU. It will not be an enthusiast level GPU. For that, we have to wait till Vega, and that is in 2017. And if we check, we are in April 2016, which give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 more months until the next graphic card, maybe. Because let's be honest, come on. Polaris will be launched at June, maybe late May, yeah, mid-June. So we will be waiting for a long time for an enthusiast level card, but apparently it will not be just a normal replacement for like the old 390 and 290, 280. Apparently it will be a VR capable graphic card. Here we see that AMD is going through the right thing, which is going against the GTX 970, which is one of the most highly regarded GPU nowadays, and a lot of people are buying it. And apparently this market currently has 7.5 deploy unit of the 970. It's the most popular graphic card as for the survey, which is makes it a bit worrying because the next Pascal, the 1070, will be around, let's say, 20% faster. The 970, or I mean the 1070, will be 20 to 30% faster than the 970. So we are basically saying that the 1070 will be like around 980, maybe a bit 980 Ti-ish level performance, which is not bad if you consider that. How much is it for a 970? How much is a 970? Like 300, like sub $400. If we take that and factor that Polaris will be actually cheaper, they are the main thing for Polaris is gonna be electric will be efficient and cheaper, which is makes it highly compelling choice if you ask me. But which is the something that AMD always do is they can't time their fucking releases well, because we are really like close to them announcing the new GPUs. A lot of people say that gonna announce in June, so I think a lot of leaks will happen in May until late May, until they like reviewers get some review samples. But until then, seriously, they need to nail the release time. Otherwise, Nvidia just gonna fuck. They're gonna fuck them up. Nvidia already fucking them up real bad with everything. Seriously, AMD need to get their shit together which is makes me go to the next. AMD officially launched the Radeon Pro Duo. Do you guys remember this? Do you remember when it was announced? Like a year? A year? Was it a year? I think it was in 2015 when like Lisa Su came on stage and announced it. And we just got it. And you know what's more sucky? It cost $1,500. 1,500 for a dual GPU, which is, they say that it's 1.5 times faster than a Titan X and 1.3 faster than the Radeon R9 295X2, which is basically a dual 29X R9 290X. Is it worth it? 16.3 teraflops of horsepower, 8 gigabyte of HBM, which is not that impressive, to be honest. A lot of people say, yeah, it's impressive, but let's be honest, the most impressive thing is 350 watt, and that's it. Because to be honest, I know they are aiming at, they say that it's, where is it? It's for VR developers. I'm a developer, okay? If I want to develop a game using this card, I'll put in mind that people with lower spec card will not be able to run that game. If I want to develop a game, I'll survey what kind of card do people use most, which is in the first topic we talked about, which is the 970 and 290. This thing here will be useless. Seriously. If AMD released this 5 months ago, it will be relevant. It would be, yes, it is the fastest card on this planet because it has dual GPUs on it. But other than that, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. If we see the benchmarks for VR, of course they are going to DirectX 12 Ashes of Singularity, which is highly controversial. Anyway, that word that I can't say. But if you go to normal benchmarks, here we have the Radeon Pro, and here the Fury X, which is basically a single. The Pro Duo is 2 Fury X's on the same PCB. So if we go to really what's matter, like gaming, not the synthetic. I don't care about synthetic. If we go to Atomic Lancer, the Division, 44.6 on the Radeon, and I have no idea if it's like minimum, is it maximum, is it the average? I hope it's the average. I only care about the average and minimum, to be honest. 44.6 on the Fury X. On the Radeon Pro, 58.5. That's like 24, like 30 FPS difference? Seriously? Crysis 3 at 4K, 31.2 on the Fury X, 46.2 on the Radeon Pro Duo, which is still not. No. If I buy a GPU, dual GPU, I expect like double the performance. I know it's never gonna happen. You will never get the double of the performance. The scaling doesn't work that well. Even if you have an SLI setup or Fire setup, X Fire setup, you will never get that kind of performance. But still, 46.2, that's not impressive at all. Rise of the Tomb Raider, on the other hand, yeah, it's kind of impressive. The Witcher 3 is, yeah, kinda not that much. GTA is like the most impressive thing here. The most impressive thing here is GTA 5. Other than that, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And if you get this card and try to play at 1080p, you basically have a lot of money and would love to be like your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Seriously. Seriously. And unfortunately they say that it's for developers, but they are not showing any kind of anything like Lux mark, compute mark. That's no. I want to see a like a program that uses GPU acceleration. I want to see okay, here. Increases real-time workloads by up to 2x over a single GPU. Okay. Okay. So they say that you have 11 at the VR gaming, the maximum fidelity. I want to see real benchmarks when it comes to this. If Nvidia like release a Quadro, they show benchmarks with cards with application that uses that kind of application. But here there's nothing. How about some like at least some Unreal Engine stuff, Unity stuff? Okay, let's see. Like the specs are basically the same as the Fury X, except they are doubled. Everything the same except the price, which is 26th of April, 24th of June 2015. Seriously? Wow. I'm disappointed with AMD. I've been always saying that AMD one day will come back, be a good player, and they are amazing. They are pushing for VR, they are pushing with FreeSync, they are pushing with the open standards for like physics stuff. They showed Nvidia that the framework, the game work is not the way they should go and be open, more open source about their kind of technology. But when it comes to graphic cards, they are losing big time. And when it comes to APU and CPUs, they are losing big time. We are hoping that Zen will make AMD good again. Like anyone would choose like Intel over them when it comes to CPUs. Hopefully Zen will fix everything. Now, let's go to some exciting news, which is the Nintendo NX has been officially announced by Koei Tokomo. Koei Tokomo-san Kyone said that the Nintendo NX will be released in 2017, March 2017. March 2017, which is give us 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 month from now, almost a year. from now until the next big bad Nintendo console will be here, which is I really hope will be more powerful than the piece of shit Wii U. Wii U is a great console. Nintendo has amazing consoles, and they have amazing IP. I mean, is it IP or AP? IP. Like Mario and Splatoon. But they are lacking third party. Third party games are lacking big time on Nintendo because of the sheer amount of laziness from developers. Developers are being lazy when it comes to Nintendo because Nintendo doesn't care about graphics. They care about good storylines, good game that bring joy and happiness, not that much into graphics intensive things. But now with Nintendo having the new CEO after Satoru Iwata son has passed away, and they are concerned. I think even when Satoru was alive, I think he saw that they should push for stronger hardware, especially now with VR. Everyone is like running after VR with like the PlayStation Morpheus or PlayStation VR. Everyone is in like people are going crazy about VR, which is I understand. I'm crazy about VR as well, and I think Nintendo is gonna follow that. Hopefully, I hope so. I hope they don't pull like a Virtual Boy. Hopefully, I don't. I'm. No one ever said, "Oh my God, the Virtual Boy was a revolutionary." No, no one have ever said that. Nor the Glove Boy, the glove thing, the glove control thing. Never. But hopefully Nintendo will pull it. Hopefully. Maybe they will be at E3 this year and show us something new. Oh wait, no. They are skipping E3 this year. Which is a good thing. To me, it's a good thing. Nintendo not being present at E3. I don't know if they will gonna like held a direct they use Nintendo Direct maybe, but they will not be physically present. Raji will not be there. Satoru Iwata can't be there because he's dead. But I'm happy that they will skip it because one, it will be less stress on them because what are they going to show? What? Zelda? The new Zelda game that they showed a million times? The new Star Fox game that they showed a million times? More Splatoon? More amiibos? Seriously, that's what Nintendo are doing. And they are doing it well. Nintendo is doing it great with the Nintendo 3DS. They are still doing well with the Nintendo Wii. They are struggling with the Nintendo Wii U. But when it comes to game like Splatoon, Mario Maker, whoa, and Mario Kart, they are doing fantastic. That's what Nintendo are good at. They are good at making games that connect with the player and give them more fan base. Nintendo is no one will ever forget. People know Nintendo of all ages. They know when you say Nintendo, the first thing that comes to their mind is childhood. Nintendo makes childhood to this day and age. If someone is born today, or tomorrow or 5 years ahead or 5 years past, Nintendo is gonna be their childhood. They will always know what Mario is. But are they going to associate like Sony and Microsoft with a game? Yeah, Sony might be able to associate with Crash or Spyro. Oh wait, they don't make them anymore. As for like Xbox, well, that's a lost cause because Xbox is seriously, Xbox is not for childhood making. It's, I don't know, Xbox to me is just a rifle, a rival, a rival for PlayStation, and that's it. There is no childhood associated with the Xbox. To me, I know there's a lot of people who like good and evil, beyond good and evil, and crank and ranch, whatever. They think that's associated with childhood. But to be honest, it's not. Banjo Kazooie, Mario, old Nintendo games are. That's it. That's Nintendo in a nutshell. Memories and childhood. Forever. Forever you are a child to Nintendo. Anyway, and speaking of PlayStation, they are making a more powerful PlayStation. I don't know if they call it PlayStation Neo. A lot of code names going on. PlayStation Neo, PlayStation 4.0. I have no idea. I'm not interested. I think it's gonna be like an external enclosure. It's not gonna be a new PlayStation. It will be external enclosure that will be hooked up to the like VR thing, which give you more power. Maybe it will be a whole new console with powerful graphics, 4K graphics, which will make the living hell. Will be like making game design for PlayStation a living hell, because let's talk about game design. Let's talk about game design. Game design is not like this. Let just create a new notepad here. It's not like this. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna have a PlayStation 4 game. It will run at 1080p 60 FPS, and I want to use the controller for it. Okay, that's a game. That's the specification for the game. You package this game, you work on the textures, you work on the engine, you optimize it to run at this. When it comes to games like that, let's say a developer uses that logic to create like I don't know, game called Rain is Falling. Falling. Okay? And they create it at 1080p 60 frames per second, but then they make it for the PlayStation Neo, which can run at 4K, like 30 frames per second 4K at like 30 FPS, because come on, let's be realistic. No PlayStation can run 4K at 60 frames per second at the moment. It's not that they gonna like take this entire game and just port it to 4K 30 frames. That doesn't work like that. You have shaders, you have materials, you have textures, you have to like rework, you have scaling you have to do. You have to make sure that scripts work together, that the GPU calls at the draws will be enough as sufficient, will be optimized by the game engine. This will make the developer's life a living hell when it comes to that. If we have PlayStation 4, then PlayStation 4K, what's gonna happen? The PlayStation 4 have sold over 27 million units to this day. I guess 27 million unit. Can you imagine if, like, few months from now at E3, they're gonna announce the new and with like exclusive games? Can you imagine what will happen? I know they said that it will be the same console, only different graphics, and the same games will be released on the two versions, whatever. But that's still not fair for the developers. I'm a developer. I'm a game designer. I don't want any one of my brothers and sisters to suffer like that. That's just sucky. If they wanted to release a game like that, they should have done it from the beginning. I mean, a console like that, they should have done it from the beginning. They want to compete with the PC market, they need to step it up. And they are using AMD, which is S80, like 32-bit or 86-bit chip, the Jaguar, or whatever they are called. Now they are going to use a Polaris-based GPUs for both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, 2. No. That's the name. That's the code name. Xbox Ni. This is 2 in Japanese. They have been in mass production since February 2016. That's what the news is saying. They are producing 4,100 a week, 1.2 million a month. They've been doing that since February. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with people? Why can't they? I'm disappointed with both Xbox and PlayStation. That's why I'm a PC gamer. There's nothing interesting in PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I hate exclusive games. I think all people should be able to play all games on different platforms. I'm a firm believer in that. And now they are making it more segmented and more fucked up. Let's not just talk about the game, the Xbox One 2, which is I believe, I know it's not gonna be that name, but I know it will be more fucked up. Why? We had Xbox, the original one. Then we have Xbox 360, which is okay. We understand it's an Xbox 360. It's a new thing. We know it. Then we have the Xbox One, which is not the first Xbox. It's the new one, which is not the old. And now we have the Xbox One 2, which is maybe gonna be called Infinity or Redux or Go Fuck Yourself. I would buy that. I would buy that Xbox was called Xbox Go Fuck Yourself. But what the fuck? So yeah, Xbox One 2 has been in mass production. It's a rumor. I think it's true. Next, Intel Broadwell has been listed on eBay. Finally, like few days ago, the entire lineup has been leaked by ASRock. Is it ASRock, I guess? I think it was ASRock who leaked the entire lineup of Broadwell. And now they are being listed on eBay. Like here we can see that it's been ended. The 6950, which is the big boy, the Deca core with 10 cores, 20 threads, 3 gigahertz with a boost clock 3.5, 25 level cache 3, and uses the chipset for X99, support DDR4 of course, and cost $1,500 speculated, and here we see that it costs $1,950, which is, I don't know, it's what the hell? What the hell is going on? That's a lot for a Deca core. That's a lot. I'm more interested in this one, the 6800K. I'm interested in this, and no, I'm not gonna get it, because if this line like be released, the old line, the 5830, the 5820, the 5960X will be like relatively cheaper, and I can get like a 5820 for $300 used one, or even a new one. That would be interesting, because I'm still running on 2600K. I'm still running on 2600K. Let me show you. Oh, I shouldn't have showed. Should have showed that? I don't know. Anyway, let me show you. Let's hide that. Oh, fuck it. So what? It's activated. Yeah, 2600K at 3.4. Not actually. I'm running at 4.4. 8 gig of RAM, which is gonna be 16 soon. And yeah, what the hell? Should I upgrade? Do you guys think I should upgrade? Because, to be honest, I'm not that. I don't think that the cheapest one, the 5800 with $390, is worth it. Because everything's with the whole CPU things are incremental, like 10%, 10 to 30% gains over the old generation. Not that there's different iterations of things, and I expect if a new product should be like at least 40, 30, 35 to 48% faster than the older generation, with better features and less power consumption. That's what I think. Let's go next. The OnePlus 3 specs has been leaked. Apparently, the new smartphone from OnePlus One has been rumored to have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 SoC, or what's it called? Something on socket, something on chipset, something on chipset, socket on chipset, something, and Adreno 530 GPU, and a lot of memory option. 3 gig of RAM with the 32, and 6 gig of RAM with the 64, and will cost $384, and you can go to 4 gig of RAM and 182 28 of memory, of like storage. We have single core 2266 benchmark, but don't take that for granted yet. It will have Marshmallow 6.0 and 5.5 to 5 inches, which is not too bad, ladies. 5.5 is okay. Like I would consider it Okay, it's not that big. Like I would go for like more than 6 inches, if you know what I mean. Anyway, but yeah, one plus one. Next, time for some gaming. And Outlast 2 has been showed. They just released 2 gameplay footage of Outlast, and they are fucking amazing. You should go watch them. I can't show them here, or otherwise I'll be sued by everyone. And if I make a react video to me being sued, I will be sued by the fine brother again, which is gonna make me even more sad. So yeah, I can't show them. But Outlast 2 has been showed, and maybe they gonna make it for VR, which is fucking awesome because I bought a HTC Vive, and I'm still waiting for it. 2 months I have to wait. I have to wait to fucking 2 months to get my HTC Vive, which is make me okay. Now I can redecorate my place to accommodate the HTC Vive. I have to throw away most of my shit, which is gonna make me sleep on the floor, put my clothes in a box, put my PC on the wall to have enough space for the HTC Vive, because it needs a lot of space and everything is interfering with it. But I don't care because fucking Outlast VR. I bought the Vive for horror games and porn, but mostly horror games and porn. Always horror games, then porn. Porn comes second. Yeah, it comes second. Anyway, Outlast on VR, and Outlast 2 has been shown, and it's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. Just the trailer itself makes you really nervous, which is makes me nervous because most like games give you this awesome engine footage with awesome gameplay, but when it's like being released, it's sucky. But Outlast 1 was okay. Outlast 1 was actually more than okay. It was awesome. I played most of it, I think. Or did I? I think I finished it. And I didn't play the whistleblower, but I saw either Dark Devotee or Jacksepticeye. No, not Dax. Not Jack. I think Dark. Courtney, did you play? Yes, you played it. Hey Courtney, fuck off. Go eat. Anyway, no one is gonna watch this, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Outlast 2 coming soon. Hopefully by the end of this year, maybe. Why not by the end of this year? Fuck that. I want it to be at June. I'm interested for June. June will be an awesome month because my Oculus, my Vive might arrive at that time. The new GPUs will be shown, maybe hopefully released. So June or July would be amazing for Outlast to come. Yeah, please. Please, Outlast. Launch in fall 2016. What's that? I don't understand fall. We call it autumn. And we don't have it. I live in a place where it's always cold or always sunny and hot. We don't have autumn or other than that. And speaking of hot and cold, Modern Warfare series will be remastered because everything these days is being remastered, everything is being recreated. Final Fantasy VII Remaster, Kingdom Hearts Remaster, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 Remaster, even 4 Remaster. What the fuck? Can I remaster my face? Can I like remaster with my face with higher resolution? I'm still running at 900 by 600. My face is pixelated, I swear. If I show my face right now, all you're gonna see is pixels. And my face runs at 30 frame per second max. Seriously, my face is fucked up. And here we say Legacy Edition 11 for 16. So 2016, the month is 4. No, the month is 11 and the day is 4. May contains inappropriate for children, content inappropriate for children. And who the hell though? Children though. What? What the hell do I say? And who the hell play Call of Duty? Children. Why? Because parents are Snapchat. Fuck Snapchat. I don't have a phone. Because parents are ignorant and they don't give a fuck about their child. All children, if they have sex more than one time, or maybe they had sex one time and they got twin. Good job if they had sex one time then they got twins, because that's actually a really rare case. Speaking of cases, Forza Motorsport 6 is coming to PC. Shocker. As if not every single game Microsoft is launching is coming to place like Windows 10. Everything is coming for Windows 10. World of Warcraft, what's it called? Gears of War is coming for Windows, and everyone is raging about it because come on, it's Microsoft, so it's dead on arrival and it's full of bugs, even though it's not released yet. But I already know that. And the requirements has been shown as well, so let's see, let's dive to the requirements actually. I played it already because I have shitty internet. So yeah, let's see. Windows 10, you have to have Windows 10 for everyone, but I'll focus on the 1080, the recommended and ideal. Recommended, i7, seriously, i7 for Forza? Okay, i7 3820, which is okay. I think you can compare it to the 2600K. I think you can compare it, and the 600K actually I think it maybe one, maybe, I don't know. And for the cheap GPUs, they are recommending 970 and 290X. Remember what we said in the beginning, the most popular cards on the market are the 970 and the 290. Not the 290X, the 290. They are more like popular, which is okay. See, when someone makes a game, they take the thing that's common and they recommend it for people. They take this game and run it and test it on these cards and give it to people. They don't just get the highest like Titan X, like 500 Titan X, and stick it into a machine. Wow, that would be fucking amazing. I want that. I want to play Minecraft on 500 like GTX Titan X. GTX Titan X, good job. Yeah, and 30 gig of space and 12 gig of RAM. 12 gig of RAM. What the hell? What kind of fucking optimization are you doing, Microsoft? What kind of fucking paging and swapping are you doing on the RAM? Do you want to cache the entire fucking game into the RAM? Yeah, I think yeah, because they are saying that they want 16 gigabyte for the fucking ideal at 4K. Do you know how fucking sucky that is? Can you imagine running this game at something lower than 8 gigabyte, which is the minimum. I know you shouldn't go below the minimum, but let's say that I run it at 4 gigabyte. Let me tell you something. It will not run. Let's say we're gonna play it at 8 gigabyte. Guess what? It will have hiccups. Why? Because they are recommending at minimum an i3, and that's telling me that they are not doing a great optimization for that platform, because they are using a last gen high end, like three like 4 or 5 years old last gen CPUs for the recommended, and going for the minimum of i3 41070, which is a quite popular CPU, but still I'm not confident with that. It will run great. It will not, it will run good, but it will not run great. Oh well, I guess that's bring us to the end of this show. Hopefully you learned something. I don't think so. But if you did, thank you so much for watching. Hope you like it here. This is Raven speaking. I'm high as fuck. I haven't slept well in quite my entire life actually. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like it, please feel free to stab the like button downstairs. Leave a comment if you want, and I'll hunt you later. F12 bitches.